Now, last year, according to my records, the HVA auction raised over $165,000. The auctioneers are, of course, our good buddies Tim, Luke, and Greg Schramm, the appraisal guys, the frickin' frack of Nick and Nack. Let's check in and see how they did this year. Morning, guys.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning.
So how'd it go this year?
Well,
it went really well.
We did. I think right now the figure stands at like 170,000.
Wow, that's amazing.
And they're still counting.
Yeah. That's really amazing.
It's like Florida. They're still counting. Hold on.
Well,
we'll get back to you.
Well, that's great. I mean, to raise that much money in this economy in one shot is really amazing.
It was just a wonderful afternoon. The weather really cooperated. We flew up on Thursday. We landed at the Westchester Airport, and we drove into Litchfield, went to lunch, and then it started to snow.
Yeah.
So we were very happy that we got in when we did. And then it cleared up on Sunday, and we had a wonderful turnout. A number of people. Senator Blumenthal was there, as well as Christine Baranski, and a number of the supporters. And it's always great. We love seeing the board members, the supporters that come back every year. We had new faces as well. And it was just a really wonderful event. We finished by 4:30. I mean, it was, we started right on time and ended right when we needed to. Just everything fell into place. It's one of those events that when you never know, because there's so many loose and moving parts that are going on, and how it's all going to come together. But it came together well.
Well, was Barkley there spending money again?
No, we missed them this year. They weren't there this year.
Yeah, we got a nice message from them, and a shout out to Bark and Amy that we miss seeing you guys, but hope to see you next year and hope all is well and you have a wonderful Thanksgiving. But but we did see a number of our supporters and people that come back every year, and it's just amazing. This is our 11th year doing this, and just had fun. Just had a fun afternoon, which was great.
It's like I said, it matches perfectly. You're doing that with our RFM being on the air, 91.9. That 11 years matches exactly how long we've been on the air. So
yeah,
whenever you do one of these auctions, I always know. I said, well, geez, we've been around that long too. It's amazing.
Well, and you know something? I think that also means that this is probably going on our 11th year in the morning on Tuesdays.
It is. It's pretty amazing. Now, I thought of you the other day. My brother called me. He's moving back to the area. Well, at least he's going to be here half the year. And so he was asking me, when you had those appraisers over here, we were talking about the glasses. So because he's going to get rid of this, it's beautiful. It's beautiful, and I'm trying to tell him to give it to an auction house because it's a huge glass dining room table thick glass, 1.5 to 2 inches thick, held by glass stanchions that has glass side tables. And he's thinking about. So I said, Mark, someone will like it, even if you don't want to get money for it. Get it to somebody somebody who could do it. So
exactly. One of our big things is we love to tell people, whatever you do, don't put it in the landfill. Someone will buy it. Donate it to a thrift store of your choice, and somebody will find a use for it, whether it's in its original condition or whether they pick it up for a few dollars and recondition it and use it for something else. As long as it's repurposed or it's out of the landfill, that makes us happy.
Do you know what I absolutely do not understand? I think it's almost like the first time you have a croissant. You either know what it is or you don't. Because there are just a lot of people who don't even have the concept that, hey, you can do something with this. It's
well, they have to have the vision. They can't see it, right?
But it's just like I don't know what gives the vision to start with. Like, what is the chicken or the egg of that vision? Because do you know what I'm saying? Because
that artistic side, yes. Because there are some people that can see it.
Necessity is one of the things in the equation. You see something, and you know what? I could really use this if it was this color, or if, I think I could make this work for what I need it to do. So let me give it a shot. So necessity is also part of the equation. So
and creativity. I mean, and having that artistic side to be able to envision, I see this piano as a bookshelf. If I take the insides out and put this up on the wall, I can make a nice wall shelf or
right.
something.
And then on the other side of it, that is for what I'm actually asking about is there are people who can't get the object. It doesn't occur to them that object could be useful to somebody. That's really what I'm talking about.
Right. That's the other side of it.
I'm always baffled because I've got this. I don't know what to do. It's a big problem. And it's like,
get rid of it. Right.
Yeah,
I don't know what to do.
Right,
yeah.
And there are a zillion places that would welcome it. And I don't go on.
People go ahead, Greg.
Oh, well, we kind of came up with a saying on the old adage, one man's trash is another man's treasure. And usually that's the case. But let's be honest, sometimes one man's trash is just another man's trash. So you just have
it can be.
You just have to.
Can be.
You have to weigh the options, and if you're going to dispose of something, make sure that it's hopefully it's recyclable before it goes into the landfill. Make sure that there anything that you can recycle. We're big about leaving a footprint and trying to keep things out of the landfill, because here in Florida we have these things called Mount Trashmore, which
yes. But let's talk about a footprint. So moving on and getting back on track is that this weekend, or actually on Thursday, there was a number of sales that took place last week toward the end of the week that influence and impact the art market. David Hockney piece sold for, the hammer price was, I think, over $80 million. With the buyer's premium, it was with the buyer's premium, it was $90.3 million, which is a record for a living artist. And what that does, and a lot of people, it's a big number, and you think, I would never be able to afford that. Well, but what that does is that even the lithographs, and as it trickles down into the rest of the market, especially for that particular artist, I'm sure dealers on Friday woke up and said, we need to up the price on what we're asking for some of these items.
But then you've got the other side of that where a rising tide lifts all boats, except that if you are a dealer, or if you even have like a scooch of professionalism around that, you do understand the concept that artists have been known to have bad days too, and so that was but that was a classic. This is the thing. That was a pool painting, a classic pool painting. You've got to know who the artist is, what it is,
and what they're known for,
and what they are known for, because there are a lot of other. You might have something that has like
just sketches
bit of a swimming pool in it, perhaps, or in the color that it would be, and trust me, that's not worth $90 million.
Oh no. Oh no. And I
know you know that.
They're raising it to that level. I just think that what happens is that they all look at that and say, and there were some other really great. We saw some Calder. What was great is that Thursday, of course, was the auction in New York, and we were able to stream it live on our computer and watch it by the fireplace with a glass of wine instead of being out in the cold.
It was much more civilized.
But wouldn't it be dangerous though if you're drinking watching the auction? You couldn't get out.
No. We were far enough away from the keyboard. We were just watching, and we were sitting on the couch, so we weren't touching anything. And actually, what's great is Christie's and Phillips. They both had a sale on Thursday. So Phillips was earlier, and we were able to watch that, and then Christie's. But you log in as watch only.
Be careful.
There's no way to touch buttons.
Truth be known, had I been that near the keyboard, I would have gone one more increment. I would have gone for 90.1.
Bragger.
Oh
you would
boy!
not know.
And feel really good for a moment, and then hopefully the other person bids
that somebody
90.2.
jumps in.
Please, 90.2.
Actually, you know what, Marshall? That's so funny that you say that. That even at the benefit auction on for HVA on Sunday, that happened several times where a couple people bid and then somebody else took over and they said, "Oh, thank God, you can see the relief in their face."
Yeah, you can see
Especially
the relief.
at like $5,000 or $6,000. They're like, "Oh, good,
Saved by the death.
yes."
That's right. I want to help HVA, but I don't want to help this much.
Right. It's like, oh,
People
wait a
don't
minute,
spend a
wait
lot
a
of time. That happens
Well,
too, by the way.
I bet you they plant. Well, obviously they plant a lot of people in the audience to up the bids. I would figure.
Well, you've got all those phone bidders.
A lot of HVA members that.
Oh, I'm not talking about
that want to up the bid when you're there.
Well, they want to
well,
help, and if they get, if they are, they intend to bid.
Yes.
I have a way, and Greg will help with this of helping them go a little farther than their budget has allowed. And so Greg will go over, sit on their lap, talk with them.
We've learned how to pick your pocket with finesse.
That's
right. So,
you're not going to leave here with anything but lint in your pockets. That's right. Well, it was nice having you guys back in the area again. Really,
we enjoyed it.
Your stars. You're coming back next year.
And yes, we are coming back. We are coming back and looking forward to it. And we wish you both and all the listeners a wonderful and happy Thanksgiving and a wonderful time. Be grateful for what we have.
Be grateful. And we wish you the same. Are you going to be up here, or are you?
No, we're going to be at a friend of ours. We're going to be with friends and some family. So we're looking forward to that, and we do have a number of things to be grateful for this year. So we're going to give thanks.
All right. Well, have a happy Thanksgiving, guys.
You guys.
Thanks. You too.
Take care. Bye-bye. Tim, Luke, Greg, Schramm, the appraisal guys, the Frick and Knack of Nick and Knack with Appraise This. You'll find them at tqag.com on the web.